Welcome back, everyone. It has been quite some time. 6 months since the last video, 11 months since I last posted about this game, and not much has happened. But what did happen is pretty cool. Alright, a quick recap since it's been so long. I started working on this game about a year ago. It's a 2D platformer where you're a magic man fighting robots that have taken over your world. I began working on it in Unity and got the basics done. I then made a big change 11 months ago and decided to use Python, the programming language, to develop this game. Now I felt that I had more freedom working with Python as I didn't have to abide by the rules imposed by a game engine. But that was stupid. Yes, a game engine imposes restrictions, but it also is just better. So I decided to use Unity again. So, here we are now, in Unity, right where we left off. Remember these cards from last time? You can now pick them up. And the text does this thing. When the player is close, it is visible. When the player moves too far away, it smoothly scales down along the x-axis. It's just a linear interpolation function for the scaling, and the card itself moves up and down.
What the hell?
That's just an animation, and when you collide with it,
What the hell?
yeah, that's an animation too. You can pick up multiple cards. Now, the way this card UI works is pretty simple. I have all the card sprites in here and they're all disabled. When I collect a card, the corresponding sprite is enabled. And I have a script that makes sure the spacing is right. I also added a glowing outline to the selected card. The way you select a card is, you press the number keys, 1 through 9. Anyways, I created the first attack, the mana spike. Now, originally, several years ago when I first tried to make this game and came up with the idea of the mana spike, it was a triangular pointy spike, but here it's a circle. I'll figure it out. I also changed the tile map a little, made it better, and I added this beautiful effect when the enemy dies. The enemy shatters into little pieces. Achieving this effect was actually rather simple. Basically, I split the enemy sprite into 4 sprites. I attached a rigid body to each of these sprites. Initially, they're disabled. When the enemy dies, they're activated, and I give them some random velocity and they fly off. Very cool. Then I added the second attack, the fire ring.
What the hell?
Another original spell from when I first tried making this game. Basically, it is a ring of fire surrounding the player. It burns for a few seconds and shields the player from enemies. Enemies that touch it are damaged and knocked back, temporarily stunned, unable to move. Fire ring. Very cool. Finally, I added this new health bar. Much cooler than what we had before. Basically, it is a tree branch that represents the player's health. It withers and decays and bleeds as the player takes damage. It was a cool idea I had, but I don't know, I'm not too sure. Tell me what you think, okay? And that is all for now. I know, not a lot, but well, so I don't know when I'll be back, but I'm planning on doing the mana system next, thinking of some more attacks and enemies, and working on a little story for the game. Alright, bye.